Dragon Dreams, Book 2, Gaining Ground, written by Gina Virginia Casella. Story, Wednesday, December 29th, 2021. Meeting Mannis. We are the sacred in the sacred geometry. It strikes me that all individuals in the master library constantly glance in my direction, almost unable to resist. They are not intentionally staring, but their gaze is fixed on me, and it is astonishing how I stand out. Additionally, I realize that among all the spiritual companions, even those with the elementals, they are all masculine. There are no females present besides myself. While there is a balance of male and female energy elsewhere, here it is predominantly male. There are plenty of females elsewhere, but they are not present in this setting. I have discovered that I had been unkind to all females, which is why I have returned as a 7-year-old girl. Family holds great importance to me, and it saddens me that I am missing a mother figure. It is truly strange and unusual for my coworkers to witness this transformation. I used to be a big, strong type of man, and now in this form, it's naturally bizarre for them to look at me. I'm starting to get it. Sometimes we see each other by feeling, and sometimes with fogged images. They can always clearly see me. Jokingly, I tell myself it's nice to be popular. One colleague in particular cannot hide their astonishment and smiles greatly in disbelief. He seems to know a lot about me, comments that I got what I deserved, as I am now in the form of a little girl's body. This situation frightens me a bit because it feels like he knows more about me than I know about myself, and my young appearance doesn't seem to intimidate him at all like it does the rest. It's quite miraculous that he's even engaging in conversation with me and paying attention to me. All the other colleagues seem to be at dis-ease with me, and now more dis-ease with his comments. Although he is rude to me, I am drawn to him. As I walk towards him, my colleagues feel more dis-ease. They do not move, staying completely still, hoping I will not see them. Meanwhile, those colleagues by the doors and windows have exited the premises at lightning speed, scared of what might unfold. Everyone attempts to conceal their gaze. This individual is an exception. He gazes directly at me without any hesitation. It is evident that he can sense my fear towards him, as I am apprehensive about the unfamiliarity and cannot recollect any connection between us. Overwhelmed with emotion, tears stream down my face as I apologize repeatedly to him. Unexpectedly, he embraces me tightly, providing a sense of security and comfort. His kindness and gentle demeanor are evident in his soothing voice. Despite being male, he displays a nurturing and motherly nature, gently brushing my hair away from my face and wiping my tears. And without hesitation, I naturally seat myself on his lap. He wasn't expecting this and feels a bit odd, yet he goes with it, understanding that there are aspects of me reflective of a child, since I am respectfully in this form. He reads a book to me. It's an unfolding adventure story centered around me. The narrative is filled with positivity. Within the story, I have a companion who is none other than him. As the plot progresses, we have many adventures, and we encounter a falling out. Despite the challenging times, no one is to blame. However, in the story, I am portrayed as the antagonist. The tale concludes with the unknown fate of the villain, as the villain is unmade, leaving the protagonist in deep sorrow. The protagonist reminisces about his friendship with the antagonist and mourns the unfairness of life leading to such a tragic end. The absence of the bad guy, whose energy cannot be traced, deeply troubles the good guy. He grapples with the concept of souls being erased and going unnoticed, fearing that the bad guy is lost forever, beyond reconciliation. The realization hits him hard, as he had always assumed that time was on his side for making amends. He had always desired to restore their friendship, and he now realizes that he took tomorrow for granted. Tomorrow is never promised. Colleague turns the page teary-eyed. It is challenging for him to speak because he bawls with appreciation that I was remade and that here I am sitting on his lap. He laughs, stating how odd it is for me to sit on his lap, given my former large form. He apologizes to me because he took his time with me for granted, and that despite everything, we're still friends. He is beyond thankful to have this moment with me. This story is the dialogue he never thought he was going to get to have. And he is extraordinarily thankful for this present moment. It's odd for the rest of the colleagues to see this colleague break down like this. And it's a beautiful thing. On the next page, he reads about today and me walking into the library, taking us to this moment, and me sitting on his lap. And then he turns the page, and it's blank. As he speaks, golden words appear on the page, and they transform to black to read better. The words depict the transformation of the evil one and the two friends now reunited. He has now engaged in this conversation with me, a dialogue he never thought he would have. When I was unmade, no one or thing could detect me. He had given up hope. Now hope has been renewed. He expresses his apologies and acknowledges his past mistakes. It's amusing how he hesitates to use profanity with me, considering my young age, despite my mature thoughts and the blend of innocence within me. Feels as though I am a towering figure trapped within the confines of a young girl's body, existing as both the immense man and the innocent girl simultaneously. As I express my apologies to him, I observe the words I utter materialize on the paper before me. It is truly fascinating. We exchange declarations of love and promise to support one another unconditionally. Our commitment to each other ensures that we will lead extraordinary lives together. We're transformed now. We all are, with this new way of unmaking and the idea of merging into 3D, as we are the sacred souls in the sacred geometry. We both sign our names as authors of this story, and yet only one name appears, because it turns out we're the same person. He's a higher self version of me, just like Amanda. We signed the name Mannis. Mannis is the master librarian, assuming numerous roles, making it difficult to fathom that this knowledgeable individual was once a human like the rest of us. Mannis skillfully conceals the truth, hence all of these restricted areas. And just like that, he abruptly closes the book we wrote, causing a resounding clap and unsettling movement of the walls and lights. Although eerie, we find solace in the fact that we are secure within these walls. Suddenly certain restricted areas become accessible, prompting everyone to eagerly seek the truth. Mannish chuckles as the book we recently penned about the chance to unmake and reunite within the library is already checked out. In fact, there is such demand for the book that groups are gathering to listen to it being read. Someday I will publish this information and read it aloud, creating an audio reflective of this experience my colleagues are engaging in. Complete transparency ensures that all individuals have the same level of access to information. It is noted that we each possess vulnerabilities. My vulnerability stems from the susceptibility to being easily influenced into feeling remorseful about past mistakes, leading me to believe that I am incapable of change. Those who contribute to this negative feeling are usually dealing with their own insecurities. Furthermore, I am a target due to my unique role to unmake folks. In order to protect myself, I must focus on letting go of the past, which is why I frequently seek solace in the master library during challenging times to educate myself and strategize. My time spent in the master library is substantial. I require protection from my own toxic thoughts from manifesting. I tell Mannis that I wonder about lots of things, like the white ram and the laughing tree sounded like the laughing man in my dreams. Just like that, I get information, like a download, if you will.